Hilkhot Sedaqah, Part 2, May 9th, 2022. Rambam, פרק שביעי, הלכה ג' לפי מה שחסר העני אתה מסווה ליתן לו. Based upon what the ani, the poor person, the pauper is missing, that's what you're commanded to give to him. אם אין לו כסות, מכסים אותו. If he lacks clothing, you give him clothing. אין לו כלי בית, קונים לו כלי בית. If he's missing housewares, you buy him the housewares. אין לו אישה, מסיעים אותו אישה. If he lacks a wife, you marry him to a woman. ואם הייתה אישה, and if the poor person is a woman, מסיעים אותה לאיש. You marry her off to a man. אפילו היה דרכו של זה העני לרכוב על הסוס ועבד רס לפניו, והעני וירא בנכסיו, קונים לו סוס לרכוב עליו ועבד לרוס לפניו. Now let's say this person was once in a great financial situation, and he used to ride daily on a horse, and he used to have a servant that used to run before him, and he became poor, and his status lowered. You have to buy him a horse to ride upon, as well as a servant to run before him. As the Pasuk says, that was read in the introduction, Shne'emar, De mahsoro asher yihsar lo. Sufficient for him based upon what he is now lacking. And you are commanded to fulfill and to fill for him what he is lacking, but you are not commanded to make him rich. Halakha dalet. Yatom sheba lehasi'o isha, sochrin lo bayit umasi'in lo mitta, bechol kele tashmisho, ve'achar kach masi'in lo isha. If you have an orphan that wants to get married, and before you go and marry him off, first you have to rent for him a home and get him a bed and all the proper things he needs for his home. And after that, that's when you marry him off. You don't marry him off and leave him no place to go. First you have to have a place for him to go, a place that he could call home, and then you marry him. Halakha he. בא העני ושאל די מחסורו ואין יד הנותן מסרת. Let's say an ani, a poor person, comes and he asks for what he needs that's sufficient for him, and the person that he is requesting from does not have enough to give him. נותן לו כפי השגת ידו. A person has to give him as his capability. בכמה, and how much is that? עד חמיש נכסיו. You have to give him up to a fifth of your assets, up to 20% of a person's assets, he should give to him as Sedaqah. And that's called mizvah min hamubhar. That is the choicest way of doing the mizvah. Ve'ehad ma'asara bin chasav bin oni. But the average is to give 1/10 of your assets as Sedaqah to the ani. Pahot mikan, less than that, ayin ra'ah. It's considered that you have a bad eye. In other words, you are stingy. You are not willing to give. والعلام يمنع آدم عصمه من شليشية الشيكل بشنا. And at the very least, a person should never ever give less than 1/3 of a shekel for the entire year. וכל הנותן פחות מזה, anybody who gives less than that, לא קיים מצווה. Anybody who gives less than 1/3 of a shekel for the year does not fulfill the mitzvah of tzedakah. ואפילו עני המתפרנס מן הצדקה, and even an ani who is sustained through the sedaqah of others is obligated to give sedaqah to others as well.